Welcome back to Road America, where we've had a couple of dramatic twists from high overhead. There is the car of Greg Moore, who just went into the wall on the fastest part of the racetrack and scuttled down it into the runoff area down at Canada Corner, where he finally came to a stop. Now let's take a look at what happened. This is Greg Moore's.
They're coming down to the fastest part of the track. You'll see him in the Canada Corner. Look in the back of your screen. He's in there. He tried to get around Ribeiro on the outside. I don't know if he touched, but he got on the grass. Oh, he just missed him. Just missed Ribeiro. Look at that. And then there, lucky, unbelievable.
Back live at Road America. The race is still underway, but there is a full team meeting of the Pac West operation at Canada Corner.
I got to tell you, these guys made contact. I couldn't believe it. And what happened, look at this. Now he comes down. That's Mark Blundell on the inside. Tries to go inside, makes contact slightly, runs a little wide. Oh, and Mauricio tried to take advantage of it and got up the inside of Ribeiro, clipped him, and ran over and hit his teammate Blundell. All because of that. Interesting, last year, Mauricio and I went out together. We made contact at turn 1 when he spun there. I don't think I want to be a teammate.
Let's
on board with, Ribeiro was a little slow out of the kink. Blundell dives down the inside, gets through okay, runs a little wide. Little contact, nothing big, accelerates. Oh, and there Mauricio comes into vision there where he clipped across the front of Ribeiro. He was taking advantage of both there, going slow and tight through here. Now look, Mauricio tried to dive up the inside. These guys look like they maybe made just a little, yeah, you just saw it move the front of his car, of Ribeiro's car, the second car. Mauricio tries to take advantage. Ribeiro comes back, clips him. Boy, he almost got him up on the air a little bit there. Spun him around. What a day we are having.
Another incident of wheel-to-wheel contact, and that means someone goes up in the air. Here's the view from Blundell's car once again as they're beginning to climb the hill. Here comes his teammate across his bows, and bang.
And Blundell had to be thinking, where did he come from? I didn't pass him. I was in front of him. I just passed Ribeiro. Unbelievable.
Well, Andre Ribeiro, it appears, is also out of the race. He's standing by with Jan Bikas.
Yes, and that initial contact that you saw between the Pac West machine and Andre Ribeiro, that suspension damage up on the right front turned out to be terminal. Now, it looked like you knew he was coming. You gave him room, but then it all broke loose.
Yeah, Blundell did pass me. I tried to recover the position because he probably have a misgear, but I didn't see Gujamin. I didn't know Gujamin was there, so we had to touch.
Now tell me, earlier, Greg Moore went off the course. We had reports you may have had contact with him. Is that the case?
No. We never had contact. He probably put the car on a position that he would never pass me. It's that place of the track is a position where you have to go wide, and I didn't see him.
Now, I understand he was shaking his fist at you when he had the opportunity to see you and go by. I know you guys have had contact in the past. So your view is that he tried to pass you in a place you were not taking a defensive position?
No, that place is not a place to pass. Definitely not. You can pass at the end of the straight on the braking, but not there. So unfortunately, he made a mistake.
Now tell me, here's the big question. This race has been breaking loose ever since the green flag. People running into each other, all kinds of problems. What do you think is going on? Obviously, in this particular incident, you feel someone came in, you gave them room, there was contact, but there's a lot of very aggressive driving and people not giving each other room, it looks like.
Well, the thing is, the track is very, very slippery, very, very difficult out there. So I don't think it's a problem with drivers, but it's very difficult to drive out there now.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jan. For Mauricio Gujamin, his 5th DNF of the year. For Mark Blundell, his 3rd, and only his 1st since the Milwaukee Oval. Marty Reed.
Yeah, we're down here with Mark Blundell. Mark, first off, you okay?
I took a bit of a knock. We hit the barrier pretty hard, and Mauricio did as well. So,
take us through what happened.
Well, you know, we went by the inside of Ribeiro. In fact, the guy made a big mistake coming out of the 6-gear right-hander. Went wide. I pushed down the inside of him. I had to ride the brake behind him because he was blocking that badly. Went down the inside. The guy was behind on the left-hand side. The next thing I know, Mauricio obviously crept up the inside, and he must have turned in because Mo came across my front end and took me out as well. But The guy wants to learn how to race. I mean, you know, you can drive, but he doesn't know how to race. He took more out. I was right behind. You know, this track is a fantastic circuit. It's not very safe, and there's no room for margin for error. I mean, like it's like an oval.
I have a feeling, guys, the next drivers' meeting is going to be awfully lively. Thanks, Mark.
I agree with you there, Marty. Interesting to hear him say that he thought Ribeiro took Moore out when they got close together, and Moore went off back on the straightaway leading into Canada Corner.
Yeah, we're down to Maurizio Guzman. Mo, first off, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was a pretty big hit, but not a very good day.
Mark Blundell was not too complimentary of Andre Ribeiro. Take us through from what happened in your perspective.
Well, basically, they were fighting for a position. Andrea went wide. Mark got him. On the meantime, I made my apex a lot early, and I had more momentum. I got both cover, and Andrea just turned on me. When he turned on the back of my car, sent my car over Mark, and it's just, there's a lot of people out there that not really pay attention to what they're doing right now.
Maurizio Guzman, he's out of this one.
Jan Bikus is standing by in the pit lane.
Yes, and we're with Greg Moore, who's made his way back to his trailer, had a chance to change. Tell us your interpretation of when you and Andre got into trouble on the back straight.
Well, I mean, it was pretty simple. I mean, Andre, he passed me pure and simple in the back straightaway, and a couple laps later, he got real sideways coming out of the carousel. You know, I had a good run on him going down through the kink. I did the kink flat, and I got completely beside him. And then it's sort of a you know, nice long turning straightaway, and instead of turning, he just put me straight in the fence about 190 miles an hour.
Now, I talked to him, and his interpretation was that Greg tried to pass me in a place he wouldn't try and pass. Is that a similar place to where he passed you earlier?
Well, no, it's not a similar place to where he passed me, but I mean, all weekend everyone's been running side by side through there. I mean, if you're in a slow lap, you let somebody by on that side because it's the inside for Canada Corner there, and you know, he just didn't want to let me by, obviously, and he just put me straight into the fence.
Now, I know after Mid-Ohio, there's a little bit of bad blood because he feels that you came in and hit him at Mid-Ohio. Do you actually feel that he did that on purpose to squeeze you across?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, the guy just must be an idiot to be doing that at 190 miles an hour. It's something you don't do. I mean, you know, I talked to Mark Blundell. You know, I mean, Andre's out there on a mission today, and you know, it's too bad that things like this happen for the whole players team because maybe we're running strong. We were just following Al around, and now I look, and Junior's leading the race. So I think we could have been there.
He said the track was slick. Is that correct? Is it slick offline?
No, not really. I mean, it was slick where I was in the fence, but no, I mean, the track seems it's pretty good.
Greg Moore, he went for a wild ride, and as you can see, big difference of opinion down here on pit road.
Excuse me, Marty. Let's go to Jan Bikus.
All right, Bob, we're standing by with Robbie Gordon, who has finally got out of the car. I understand you wanted to get out earlier because you knew you had a terminal problem electrically. We've talked about the frustration with Derek. What's going through your mind now?
You know, it's really frustrating. You know, Walker Racing did a hell of a job. I mean, the car handled beautiful in the corners. This thing is such a pig on the straights. I mean, we can't even think about hanging in with these guys. We had a lot of speed on Ray Hall in every corner and every straightaway, just drive right on by me. It's unfortunate. We thought we could have got a victory here.
Now, for you, going to NASCAR, how important these last couple races?
Well, I think they're very important. I think I proved again that I can run the new cars, run the new cars up at the front. You know, I think the Ford engine was one of the reasons why I did choose to go to NASCAR, because I didn't think it'd be competitive next year.
Now, tell me, you were in a place where you could see the accident between Andre Ribeiro and Greg Moore. How do you think that unfolded from your seat?
Those two guys need to wake up. I mean, both of them are driving like complete idiots out there. Adrian Fernandez, the other Tasman guy, he took me off. You know, these guys, they got to cool down. It's a long race. It's 50 laps, and they got to get their head on straight. I pulled up to both of those guys, and I said, use your head, because they're blocking people like no tomorrow.